Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're doing more of the Posthomerica illustrations here. And if you saw the end of the previous episode, you noticed a glitch that occurred right at the end where the app crashed and it deleted our layers. Unfortunately, well, because it's a cloud document and it saves instantly to the cloud, overwrites the only file, I thought we lost all our progress, but luckily we were able to step back to essentially as if we had never done the previous episode. This is like 2 episodes ago, the work. So, not ideal, but could be worse. So let's get to it. All we got to do is redo what we've already done. And since we've already done it, hopefully we could do it a little bit more efficiently. So number one, we had changed this cow guy so that this part would kind of loop around. Great. Good. So we're going to delete off of this layer now. All right, good enough. Now move on to the next one. All right, looks good. And what this is just really a lesson to us that we need to like manually save it more often, which on the mobile version of Photoshop is essentially just what we're about to do in a second here. We close the document and open it, and that will save, it'll create a saved state which can be recovered if the document ever gets destroyed again. So lesson learned. Could have been a lot worse. I thought I was going to have to redo the whole picture, which even then wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You just got to take these things in stride, I guess. Okay. The really lucky thing about our situation is that we lost our progress, but we still have the stream in which I did the picture. So I can just copy what I did in the last episode, literally looking at the VOD from my stream yesterday, and we can just do it again. Normally when you're making art, you don't have that luxury, so this is kind of unique to streaming the process. because we have a video record of what the art looked like. All right. Now, so we're going to create a little thing like this. Make our leaves. All right, I've still got a runny nose here. Oops, I want to grab this color. And we had filled in certain parts of this. We'd done the eyes. And then the circles surrounding these little studs here. Very nice. So that was kind of the major element of what we did. Let's check through the stream again. I had made their names, which is not really that important at all. And then I had designed the border. So we're gonna get rid of that. Gonna turn this down. And we're gonna turn this up. And now we want to redesign or recreate what we had made previously. This time we're going to do it more intelligently, so I think the best way to do this would be turn this off. And we'll just make a really thick black section here. Good. Now we can turn this back on. Good. We're going to make a different layer for this circular element, the leaf pattern, whatever it is. Something like that. Okay. Good. So let's do that. And I don't think we need that little flourish that was on the top. I think it kind of gets in the way. So let's put it like that. And now we'll see if we can create this repeating pattern again. How did we do this last? Oh yeah, it has to be flipped, not, yeah. Okay, so something like this. All right, well, that's pretty much it. We got it duplicated. Welcome L3 Turtle into the show. We are doing our Greek style illustrations. I listened to your playbook on Spotify. Good stuff. I'm glad you like the content. Let's get an exclamation mark hype in the chat. And to anybody who doesn't know what L3 Turtle is talking about, the Twitch Playbook is a free weekly podcast I created to help you guys with your Twitch channels. It's on iTunes, Spotify, all the major podcast platforms. Glad you like it. And welcome in. Okay, so this we're gonna group and then duplicate and turn off. And then for the rest of this, actually let's duplicate this one more time. There's no way to force this to be on a layer. Or force this to only go horizontally, unfortunately. But we can sort of do our best with that. We're going to stretch this. And then we want to make a bottom layer for this. Okay. And then another layer like that. And then all of these we're going to take. Not this one though. Oh wait, yes, this one. This, and this. Take all those and merge them and make them a little bit smaller so that they don't touch the edges. Great. Now we're going to take this and stretch it so it, oops. Nope. Nope. And now we are going to take this and this I suppose this should be merged as well. And this goes just like that. Thing doesn't save when I... Okay, good. Just make sure that we're saving this properly. Alright, so now very nice. Now we do it again. And I think we only want this for the bottom layer. Man, my runny nose is just killing me today. Let's merge this with that. All right. We probably only need one more of these layers. Maybe two. Okay, we're gonna draw our own connecting points for these. Good, now this goes pretty much across. Yeah, it's got a good amount of wiggle room in it. So, in order to get back to where we were, try it again. Back to where we were at the end of the previous episode, we would just want to fill this in with the background color. And then we would be good. So let's take this, put another layer. We're going to put all of it in a group. Turn this off, turn this off. Oh wait, actually turn this back on for a second. Now turn it off. And now we do this. L3 Turtle saying it's your first time here. Welcome into the show. Yeah, I noticed that you followed as well. Thank you for the follow. And welcome on in. We want this to touch the edge here. Actually, what am I doing? Because the reason we designed it so large like that is so that it's like a full bleed picture. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, so now we go through here. And we just want this to be the same color as the background for now. We have it on a different layer so that we don't, if we want to change the background color, we can. And we won't have to redo this whole drawing. So this I think is going to go on the bottom, and then we'll make a new pattern for the sides and the top, because I think something I've been doing a little too much, I might want to change it on the Ajax picture in particular, is that in Greek pottery they don't really use, if there's like a really ornate pattern, they don't necessarily use it on all four sides of the picture. It'll be like only on the bottom or something, and then the rest will be other patterns that are like less ornate. So we're gonna flip this by 180. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. We need to stretch this layer so that we can actually maneuver this. The problem is if it only goes from left to right, then it's like impossible to orchestrate it when we move the layer. So that's good. Now, the place where it crashed, this is essentially where it crashed last time. And so what we want to do maybe is put everything in a layer, or in a group rather. Not that one, we want this one. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3 and put these in a group. And just turn that off now. We don't need the guide layer anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to take all of these, put them in a group of just like the picture. And this is where it crashed last time. So, oops. Actually, I think we could just move it rather than, yeah, and we'll see. We'll see what needs to move otherwise. So dead guy on the right, we'll put him, yep, see, Photoshop crashed again. For some reason it doesn't like, yeah. Okay, luckily it's, we still have the progress from the episode. That's why we closed it out. I guess it's too large of a document or something. All right, so we're just gonna move these guys here, close it, and open it. Then we just, number one, want the people to be merged or on the same plane as the ground. So like Eurypylus' knee, for example, should be hitting the ground. There's something happening. Okay, first of all, hold on. One of these layers is having a real I guess there's nothing there. What about on this layer? Okay, so now nope. Let's go out and in. I don't know why it's such a large bounding box. So his spear can now move to match where his hand is. Nice, okay. Now, dead guy on the left needs to move, dead guy on the right. Dead guy on the right seems to be the one that actually crashes the app every time. I don't know why. Let's take a look. What is in this layer? It's just the two, okay. Good. So it didn't crash, that's nice. Now, let's take this tree and make it a little bit smaller. And there's something happening with this layer. These two can merge. Good. We don't really want this this shield tree to touch his helmet. All right. Now, let's we've essentially recovered our picture. It is now in the spot where it was supposed to be at the end of the last episode before Photoshop crashed and deleted all our progress. So I call that a huge victory. We didn't let it get to us, ladies and gents, and it's looking good. So now we're gonna try and make borders for the top left and right, which those will probably all be the same, smaller and less ornate design than the bottom. And other than that, we move on. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining the show. The channel is called The Voice of Nick. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit the follow button. If you want more info about the project that I'm doing these illustrations for, !Troy in the chat.